So, folks, I recently learned that I'm about to be a grandmother for the very first time. I'm so excited. I have a little granddaughter due in the beginning of February, and I wanted to take a look at baby products and talk to you about what's safe and what's not safe. And first of all, I want to call out Johnson and Johnson. They advertise, again, I talk about marketing a lot of times. Their slogan is a family company. Well, they're some of the worst offenders. So I want to talk to you about their baby powder, and I'm sure you've heard about this. There were approximately 60,000 lawsuits filed against Johnson and Johnson because people developed ovarian cancer and mesothelioma, which is a very rare form of lung cancer that is caused by exposure to asbestos. So, quoting from the article, Johnson & Johnson knew since the late 1950s that the talc used in its baby powder was contaminated with asbestos and known to cause ovarian cancer and mesothelioma. This is just evil, folks. It's just evil that a known cancer-causing agent, it's evil for anybody, but think of just powdering those little babies, and they're breathing it, and it's, in the women, it's absorbed into the genitalia. It's just not good. So what J&J did with these lawsuits, we're talking about 60,000 lawsuits approximately. They formed a tangent company and then tried to file through a bankruptcy court that they would not be able to pay out any kind of settlement to these people because it would bankrupt them. 2 years they did this, trying to hide and not take responsibility for what they did. So to quote one of the lawyers representing some of the cancer victims, he said, so basically the judge ruled, the bankruptcy judge ruled, no, this is not threatening the viability of J&J. I understand you've got this, side company, but J&J is not in danger. And so this lawyer said the ruling was a big win for his clients. He said, J&J has spent 2 years trying to convince us that somehow a company worth $500 billion is bankrupt, he said. It's time for the nonsense to stop and for J&J to accept responsibility. So the good news is they have reached a settlement, and it hasn't gone out yet, but the settlement is $8.9 billion with a B dollars to these victims. And hallelujah, because if we do not hold these companies responsible for what they've done, particularly when they know they're doing it and they know they're causing harm, then we're just going to continue to be the ill effect of that. So good job. I want to give you another example of what Johnson & Johnson has been sued over with cancer-causing agents. This time it's their baby shampoo. And I'm going to read a little bit from this. There's an institute called Breast Cancer Prevention Partners who looked into this because they purchased and reviewed labels of the baby shampoo sold in 13 countries. Now, there's a chemical called quaternium 15, easy for me to say, but what basically this chemical causes a release of formaldehyde, which is cancer causing, and it was in their baby shampoo. Now, do we really need that? I don't think so, but yet it's there. So this is also a strong allergen. So in addition to causing cancer, it can cause rashes and allergy symptoms. So the analysis that was run in 2011 revealed a different standard for American consumers than other consumers. And I've talked about this before. Why do we have items in this country that contain these ill chemicals when the exact same company is making products for the same product for another country that does not have those harmful chemicals? You tell me. So Johnson's Baby shampoo sold in the US and 4 other countries contained this toxic chemical, while Johnson's Baby shampoo sold in Europe, Japan, and South Africa did not contain that. And so this is what this group said. The sale of products with toxic ingredients to American consumers is ironic, given Johnson & Johnson's reputation as one of the most trusted corporate brands in America. Well, I would not call it ironic. I would call it criminal. And yes, they're one of the most respected brands, but that's what I'm talking about. Don't let marketing blind you to what's really going on.